Hi everyone, and welcome to GIT 312. First of all, congratulations on passing the previous class, the Introduction to Game Art. Now in GIT 312, you will do a couple things. You are mainly going to focus on three objects: trees, foliages, which is the get going and the first thing we do just to get warmed up and to learn a couple tricks, and then modeling and texturing a complete biped character. And that's very challenging. So it will require you to work at least 3 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you will have quite a bit of work. You will have around, actually not 3 hours, let's say 2 hours a day, 6 times a week, 12 hours. You need a good 10 to 12 hours to do the homework. Not the first project, but then the project after that are more complicated and requires quite a bit of work. Now, let's look at the class administration first. First tab right here, you have the announcement. Right here, and I want to make the first announcement is that a couple announcements actually that I will be posting. First of all, we are using Maya 2015 and previous version. Alright, because you started with that last semester, and that Maya 2016 is still fairly buggy. They've been patching it a lot, so it's much better, but I don't think it's there yet. There's problem with saving files that gets corrupted, and online, with the short time that we have, we can't really afford to get corrupted files from a software. So we're sticking with 15, 14, and previous version. So it is important to note that the book that you have, which is the same than in the previous class, alright, so you should have it, is very important to the class, for the reason that it deals mainly with concepts, and it's not not that connected to the software itself, as it uses 2 or 3 different softwares. So I'm keeping that books for now because the concepts are really strong and exactly what I'm looking for. I've been doing that for around 25 years, and I've studied and done most of the 3D techniques out there, pretty much everything. And at the end, what I choose for you guys and what I choose for me to use are the techniques that are work the best, so give the best result the fastest possible. That's for me the most important part, because in business, simple and fast make cash. You know, because it's simple, it's fast in that type of business, so you will have a good turnaround of that. So that's the main reason for that. Okay, so now let's talk about the class itself. The class itself is around 3 objects. You have to make a tree, you have to make foliages, and you have to make and texture a character. So that's a lot of work. So you're gonna need to do I'd say around 10 hours minimum a week of work. So be ready to work. Now let's look at the administration of the class itself. First of all, you have the announcement. Alright, and the first announcement that I'm gonna make, as I said, is we use Maya 2015 and previous version. And the second announcement I'm going to do is about questions. It is very important that you understand that there are 2 types of questions: general type of questions and personal type of questions. They cannot be posted in the same place. General type of questions are posted in the discussion forum that you have right here, in that weekly forum that you have to post to get 10 points a week. You have to post your general question and not email it to me. What is a general question? If you can't do something in Maya, that's a general question. When is the next assignment due date? That's a general question too. And the reason we post them in a general discussion board, it's because students with the same question can see it, and it gets the ball rolling for discussion. Alright, so that's very important. Do not email me these. Email them directly to the board. If you email it to me, I will just say email it to the board. Now, the second type of questions are personal questions, like I'm getting married this weekend and I won't be able to access the internet, so can I have a little delay, on the due dates. Those are not general, they're personal, they do not affect anybody else but you and me. They must not be posted on the forum. They must be emailed to me directly because they're so personal. We don't want other people to know those things. Most likely it's just between you and me, so you email it to me directly. So that's our 2 posting, all right, for the announcements. Now, after the announcement, very important, I will be posting a couple times a week. You have the course home right here. In the course home, you'll have my announcement, a couple tasks, for example. You can see the task that it's due, project due date, and you click on it, and you can see my task right here is high, priority, when it's due, and so forth. I can click OK. After that, you have the course information. In the course information, you have our syllabus right here that talks about the class and what's going on, what do we do, and all the very important information. You have the class timeline, so due dates, week by week, and what are we studying every week. And then after that, you have the class project and test due dates. This is not where you post your project. This is where you look at the due dates for the test and the project. Okay? And then you have the GIT project and test possible points, how many points you can get on each test and on each projects. Okay, so very important main administration information right here. After that, you have the discussions. We talked about that already. You have to post every week, and please post early so we can talk about your work. I do answer on Saturday, but that's a little late, and sometimes I don't. But I most likely will not answer on Sunday when it's due that day. I mean, family, and so forth. It's a day of rest, so usually I don't post, on Sunday. So make sure you post early so we can have a discussion about your work. That makes the best way to learn from far. Okay. After the discussion, we have projects. This is where all your projects are and where you will be uploading your projects. As you can see, the first one, foliage and tree, then you'll be modeling the torso, then you'll be modeling the arm and legs, then you'll be modeling the hands and shoes. Alright, then you do the head modeling, which is the hardest part, and then you will be unwrapping your character like we did in the previous class, every part, and then at the end you will be texturing your character, which is basically painting it in Photoshop. And you also have a final test in the last week with your final project due. Okay, so that's what happened. This is all the projects you're gonna have to go through. Okay, after that, those are my stuff, tools and groups. That's my thing. The grade, same thing. You guys stuff. Now the content right here is basically your week by week information. Everything is already done, as you can see. All right. You can look at it, everything, done wrapping, everything is there, ready to go, and you have completely, I gotta change the week on that one, so I'm a little bit of tweaking it, because this is the first time it'll be taught online. Yes, it's a on-campus class, so it'll be taught online for the first time, really, so I welcome the feedback. Also on the teaching, you guys, it's very important. When it's the first time, it's never perfect, so I hope that you help me make it better. Okay, so you will see only the week you are in. Okay, I do not let people work ahead unless you have discussed that with me before and made some previous arrangement. The class is too hard to actually go ahead if you don't know that type of work. So I want you to focus on the week you are on at that moment. Okay, and then after that you have the staff information right here. And I'm a lecturer, you guys, at GIT. This is my email, arnaud.egner@asu.edu, and you are welcome to email me. Have some fun, you guys, and I will see you soon online.